Hello, we're
Hello,
live.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
How
Year.
was your New Year's Eve, sir?
How was mine? Was good. I mean, I was hanging out with family, and it was we were over in Kansas City, so
Like snow is lacking.
yeah. I don't know. I hope this means that he's like got a job and whatnot, and hasn't been able to make my show, because
Oh, that'd be cool if he had a job.
yeah, it would. I would love
Pete's
that.
got company. I told Pete to go ahead and show them the glory of gogamego. Salvatore's here. Kurt Bradshaw's here. Junebug.
Hello,
Lance.
Junebug.
Pierre.
Lance
Thanks,
Jennings.
Lance. I've got a new chair.
And Metal Torso's here.
Hey, Metal Torso.
You got a new chair. What'd you get?
Oh, it's just a chair we had laying around. I hadn't.
Oh,
The old one I had is doesn't move. It's really heavy duty, but it just you can't do this.
Yeah. You said duty.
Doo-doo. You cannot swing around.
You're not a swinger.
PJ. Ooh, I was just talking that I had to switch up the show tonight because MyArcade put out this cool image. And PJ, you tagged me in this earlier. And
Hey.
I was messing around with it, and I found something kind of cool. I know John over Gen X Grown Up did something similar, and he was showing the keypad. I'll show here in a little bit. Let's wait for a few more people to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was sharing on the on Hammer Away earlier that my brother and I went. That's why this is here, because we went and did some vinyl shopping.
I heard that part of the show. I was listening to it when I was driving to your house.
Yeah. So it was a great. I'm telling you, man, that shop was great. But yeah, he was like, this isn't the best part of town. Jeff and I know about best parts of town. Oh, especially driving out of the city, right? When we were in Chicago, driving out, we're like, let's just not stop at any lights.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, you know what? I know what I'll do before we start showing this. I need to post this.
Where did Pete go? Yeah, I don't. You know how he is.
Pete's got company.
He's got Three's company.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can post this over at X.
But yeah, it was really amazing how many shops there are up there in Kansas City when you get up into that Overland. Is it Overland Park?
Overland Park, yeah.
Yeah. Get up in there, man. There's just, like I say, you could just like record shop hop. Just the Arsenio Hall show premiered on this date in 1989. Look at that.
When did Carcinio first air?
We are Pete's company, says Metal Torso. Why is he leaving us for other company? We're right here. Good call. Good call.
You got enough company, Pete.
We're
all you need.
A brownie.
Pete's trying to get rid of him right now. I gotta watch Go Game Go. These people need to get out of here.
Oh man, that's good. Wow. Butterscotch icing. And coffee. It's good to follow it up with coffee.
All right. Just about got this up to...
I want to know if anybody out there has started watching Blue Eye Samurai. I started watching that with my brother the other night.
What is that on?
92nd birthday to Dabney Coleman. 92nd.
I didn't realize he was alive.
Wait till he gets to be 9 to 5. It's only 3 years away.
MyArcade just posted another image. This is something different though. It's like one of those. Looks like one of those old time racing games, those electronic racing games, the little steering wheel. Very cool. Well, CES is starting up really soon, so I guess we'll find out about this.
Okay, where is that?
CES, I think it's in. I think it's in. Isn't it in Las Vegas every year now?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But that's the only one they have is out there, huh? Yeah, January 9th through the 12th. I guess we better get the Go Game Go jet ready. And
Arsenio Hall has tiny ears. Blake Snow's
is that the name of an album?
Hey, Stashnet's here.
Hey, Stashnet. Stashnet popped in and visited me today. That was awesome.
So I've got the thumbnail behind us, but let me pull it up as an overlay.
Yes, let's do that.
Because it has all three of these images. So you see here where it says original. That is what MyArcade posted to Twitter. Twitter. And then you can't see a whole lot. You can barely see the arcade stick.
It's very mysterious.
So I went in and added contrast.
Like you do.
Yeah. And now you can see more of the, it's clearly a bat top. But then you can see the keypad.
Yeah.
And of course, you're thinking keypad. It's like, well, what, 5200? Maybe even television. Looks like it's got all the buttons for that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool. Mm-hmm. But then I went in and I added the most contrast I could. And all of a sudden, a screen looks like it pops up. At least that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, an angled up arcade.
Far right. It would be angled, kind of like you would with an arcade screen.
Yeah.
You can see where you can clearly see it's connected. It's like one piece.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you got three buttons right here up on top of the keypad.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking this might be just a standalone system, but because it looks like it has a built-in screen to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know what all it would include. And of course, that little red looks like a red light.
Yeah, just an indicator light.
Could be a trackball. Could be a little tiny trackball.
Get out of here. You think so?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, look, the original one looks more like could be a trackball.
It is like a bright red candy-like button.
Yeah.
But
it's lit up, which is odd. I mean, trackballs don't usually light up. Maybe it's a big red button to play pressure luck. Big money. Stop. Yeah, Saboteur. That's what I'm thinking. A small tabletop arcade machine.
Absolutely.
I'm just curious. Is this gonna? Could it just be arcade? Could it be multiple consoles, like the older stuff with the keypads? Yeah, no whammies. That's right. So I don't know, but I find it very interesting that this has a screen. I hadn't seen this. I was checking out John's video from Gen X Grown Up. You know, he did the first contrast here.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see if he did this other one, taking it further. Because I didn't really want to show this if he's already shown it off.
Right.
Look what I saw on John's video.
Well, you know, some people have reaction videos.
Yeah. And by the way, Gen X Grown Up is a great channel. You should all subscribe. Mm-hmm. He's killing it over there.
I think I did. I think I did do that.
Yeah. So that's what I found. I thought that was very interesting. Matter of fact, I thought it was so interesting. That's why I couldn't scrap the other thumbnail, put this one up there last second.
Just to throw everybody off.
Yeah, this could really be cool. Now, I couldn't figure out what's on the front of this thing.
Well, that's what I was looking. So does it
there's stuff there, obviously. You can see it.
Yeah.
Just don't. I mean, it may not even be part. It could be something just holding this, I don't know, on a table. I don't know what it is. Not sure, but I thought that was really interesting that a possibility of a screen. Now, when I posted it to Twitter right now, I did tag MyArcade. I'm curious if they'll say anything. But yeah, they'll be showing everything off whenever CES starts.
Okay.
Is it this weekend, maying?
It's on the. I can look at my new calendar. It's weird. It's like during the week.
Oh, really? During the week?
Yeah, it says it starts on the 9th, which is Tuesday, and goes until Friday.
What the heck?
Well, I guess they're probably trying to make sure that because it's I believe like CES is kind of like the NAMM show, but the NAMM show's on the weekend. But they try to keep it to retailers and press instead of people just coming in to play games and look at everything, So in order to do that, they probably have it during the week so that they don't have a bunch of extra people in there on the weekends. Looks interesting. My tabletop arcade machine has a 19-inch screen, 19-inch vertical screen, and a 400 plus classic arcade games. Wow.
That's a nice size screen there, Salvatore.
Yeah, it is. Jeez. Man.
So there's that. That just I don't know. A lot of possibilities there.
Yeah, so now, okay, so hold on a second.
I'd be surprised if that is not a screen all built into it. I don't know what else it could possibly be.
So now I'm on the website now. And where am I where did I find what you have there?
I don't know if it's on their website. I just saw it on Twitter.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, just go to MyArcade or just search MyArcade and they should pop up right away.
Yeah, okay. All right. I remember now. That's crazy.
Interesting. They're still posting stuff that new image I just said about the. I could download that actually.
You could.
Show everyone MyArcade.
MyArcade. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing the picture you got now. Okay. Yeah, because it looks to be like, I don't know, 3 inches off the table here. When you're looking at that very hard to see picture. I mean, how did they do this? I mean, where do you think this picture came from?
Which one? The
one that's on Twitter.
The one I was just showing, or the new one?
The one you were just showing, yeah.
This one here. I don't know. They just set it up with as dark as I guess they put it in a dark room and took a picture.
It's like, how could you show something and not show something at the same time? No, Stevens, it needs to be much darker than that. Oh, okay.
Let me. I think I downloaded that new image. That has nothing to do with this stuff here. Just something new.
I just think it's crazy that you were able to enhance it a skosh to get, because it's so dark. You're like, geez, I can't even see that those details were in there.
All right, let me see now. Oh, where am I? Did I close it out down? I'm gonna shut down the whole show. I'll shut it down.
I'll shut this thing down. I'll pull this show over.
All right, let me turn that off. Let me go to present.
If you can't make it to Las Vegas, you can still engage in the important conversations happening at the show by viewing our live streamed content. Sign up to receive notifications so you don't miss out on 75 plus keynotes and conference sessions at CES. That's through Twitter. So there you have it. Meow, 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 meow.
All right. Now I am back with that.
I'm back.
You know, I can just add that new one as an overlay as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's the easiest way, I think, to show these things.
I think so.
Dope.
Dope.
Got to delete one to add one.
Pete was my big winner today on my first giveaway on Hammer Away. Oh, look at that.
So MyArcade just showed this. This one's a little bit enhanced. I went and did added contrast so you could see a little bit more in here.
Okay.
But there you go. It looks like one of those, late 70s, early 80s, little handheld
little
deals. Because I had one, not this one, but I had something similar.
Yes, that keypad is very interesting. When is CES? It's next Tuesday. It starts on Tuesday out in Vegas.
You know, I was just thinking, why would you need? You don't need a keypad for arcade stuff, arcade games. It almost feels like, it almost feels like they're making it for multiple consoles. I don't know.
So that you can put in, I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
I don't either.
I'm pretty sure that's a screen though.
Is it going to be? I wonder if it'll be like if it's going to be a Wi-Fi thing to put in information or.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Very interesting.
One day this will all be retro, and we'll be like, remember when we didn't know what that keyboard was for? Yeah, that's interesting. Did you get any game stuff for Christmas?
No, I don't think so.
Mine was all music related.
I mean, I bought
pretty much.
I bought after Christmas. I bought that game I was going to talk about tonight, the Knights of the Rogue Dungeon. Yeah, which is very interesting. It's a really fun game. It's kind of like Hubert, except it's a roguelike where if you die once, you got to start over. But you keep your money, and then there's several different power-ups, some of which stay for good, which is nice. There's like 3 of them. You can keep building up and up, and then they stay forever. Okay. And then there's a few others that cost a lot more money that are just like a one-time thing. But yeah, it's a fun game. Wow. And the best part about it is the control, because on Qbert and Qbert-like games, usually, controls are always goofy with Qbert. You gotta, I literally turn my controller like this. 45-degree angle, so then I can use a D-pad like that. Yep. But so many times on Qbert type games, I'll jump off the edge by mistake, and I'm like, oh, come on. But the best thing about this is you cannot fall off the edge. So because there's enemies on the board. So if you're like zipping around they have a thing where you take so many steps and you become a powerful knight, and then you can defeat the enemies on the board. Mm-hmm. But if you step on a square you've already stepped on, Qbert changes the color. If you step on one of those you've already stepped on, then you lose that power, and then you're vulnerable again. So one of the power-ups you can get is using less steps. If you you can go from 8 all the way up to only 3 steps to power up. Keypads are sometimes used in classic PC gaming.
Oh yeah, true, right? Just like on the movie Big.
I find the trackball potential highly intriguing. Yeah, if it is a trackball, I mean, I don't know why you'd have a big round button like that. So I'm guessing it's a trackball. It's a very small one though.
Oh, no kidding.
It looks like it's a little bigger trackball than they used to have on like some laptops that have a little trackball built in.
Oh
Looks
yeah,
like
remember?
looks like it's bigger than that.
Didn't we have a trackball like that at work, or was that somewhere else? Did we
I
have
think
a
we
mouse?
did, but it was like a
trackball
regular
mouse?
sized trackball,
Yeah,
like instead of a mouse.
yeah, right. There he's back.
Pete, you missed everything.
He's busy kicking out the guests. Gotta go. You gotta go.
I got to get out of here.
If it's not a trackball, then that button or light is totally in the way.
That's why it has to be a trackball, because you can't use the stick. I wonder. Wait a minute. Let me see a picture. Is this going to be in the way anyway for using the stick?
Maybe. Well, no, because you'd have, you'd be working the stick, and then you'd just be working that little trackball.
The heel of your hand's going to get close to that trackball. I assume the trackball does not work if you're using a stick on the game.
You're probably using the trackball with the 4 buttons.
Yeah, I would say, and it's got a spinner. We didn't even mention that, but yeah, I would say it's either the joystick's on, trackball's on, or the spinner's on. But I would think everything else would be not working in the game if one of the others is going on. But yeah, that's one problem I had with. Wait, let me get rid of this. Oh shoot! What did I do with that? Oh, here it is. That's the one problem I was having with the Game Station Pro controller. Is
yes,
when I put my hand here, it's like I'm resting on the spinner.
Oh yeah,
and it'll like slide like off of it.
Yeah,
down here, and it's just kind of annoying. To be honest.
It's like they just were cramming everything on there, not thinking about how.
Well, it was a last minute thing because when they originally showed this, there was no spinner. So to their credit, they added it, which is cool, but I guess they can only do so much because they already had the.
Could they have put it in the side?
I don't know.
I don't.
Interesting.
I'm back to watch the replay. Just hold the conversations for 22 minutes.
So if you look on that third shot, you see 2 buttons. The third one's hidden by the joystick. But interestingly, the Game Station Pro's got 3 buttons as well. It's got a what is that? Home, select, and start. So Pete, I'll show you what you missed. Yeah, there's a firmware update for Game Station Pro, which I haven't done yet, and also I think for the Atari 2600 Plus. I got to figure out how to do that because that's not online.
I heard there's a firmware update for Game Station Pro.
So Pete, what we showed earlier is this. MyArcade showed the image in the far left. I added some contrast that showed the keypad, and I added more contrast that looks to me like it's a built-in screen for this thing. So I don't think this is a controller. I think it's a complete system.
Oh, both of them, the Pro and the 2600 Plus, have firmware updates.
Yes, Pete, we will be grading you later.
That is firmly noted.
Man, it's hot in this room.
I'm chilly in the basement. That's just the regular. Although I'm not as cold as I thought I was going to be. That's cool. Well, now, do we know anything more about it? Like what you'll be able to? I guess we don't know anything because, like, what you'll be able to play on it. You know, Jeff, I didn't even notice until you were just talking about it. About the joystick. I didn't even notice the 3 buttons on the top that are similar to the 3 red buttons that are on the joystick.
This new chair has a crank on the side. I'm trying to figure out what the heck it's for.
If you disappear from the room, we'll know what's going on.
I've cranked it all the way, both directions. I don't know what it's for. It's not doing this.
Maybe it's from a shitty movie. Maybe it's the Dial of Destiny.
Hey, Pete just watched that with Mama Sia. Pete, how did you like
or the Dial of Dysentery?
How did you like Dial of Destiny, Pete?
He loved it.
Yeah. There may be a new studio. I don't know. Yeah, don't break the chair. I don't know how to use this chair. I'm waiting for the whole thing. I'm waiting for me just to go, and all you see is just like this much of me. Why does it have a crank? It's like a little play date.
Hi, everybody.
Game system. Oh, what this is. Oh, there's also a knob, a flip here. I don't know what to do.
What's really strange is like when I'm at work, everybody in the rolling chairs, they're at the lowest point. How do people do that?
I don't know.
Like
when I pulled this in here, it was really high. I was like, the thing was cutting me off. I look like that guy on Police Squad, the tall guy. You never saw his head. I always love that. Can't see his head. Or like an elf. Remember they were showing like photos, and there was the one of they were all standing there, but his head is completely missing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people sit so low in those chairs. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, God, where's it end? Pete.
Much he liked it. Very good. Much less action, but it seemed like appropriate action for a character in his 70s. What makes sense? Yeah,
I like how
he really shouldn't be doing too much action in his 70s. He needs to take it easy.
This is a series finale that Crystal Skull should have been. Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. Okay. We'll agree to disagree again. And no, I haven't seen it, and I never will. So I've seen enough through reviews and stuff, so I already know. So maybe
trying to upgrade everything. Need a new studio, unknown knob, need a new chair. Yeah, it's all going my way right now.
See, it's all everything's in the plus.
We got the Go Game Aquarium in the dining room, and I showed you the video. I got the Asteroids Deluxe cocktail table. It's been sitting here since I moved in. Couldn't use it because there was no room for it. Put that in the dining room. Now it's perfect. People can sit down and play head to head. We even have a little Celia made a what do you call it? It's a board that you can write down like high scores and stuff.
Oh, really? Dude, you're the only person that I've heard say they don't like it. And as usual, you've never seen it. That is a lie. I cannot be the only person. Well, okay. I mean, okay, maybe that you've talked to about it. I don't know. That's still Indiana Jones and Crystal Skull versus Rise of Skywalker. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can discern the stink from either one. Probably the same smell. He's got to quit that, Pete. No, I don't. I just had this discussion with my nephew over the weekend, as a matter of fact. Well, over the holiday. Because we were talking about it, and he said, we're going to agree to disagree that you can't say you don't like a movie you've never seen. So, Pete, there you go. You must have called my nephew or something. I don't know how that happened, but he said that. I go, no. It's true. I can do that.
Wow, there's a 4-movie Indiana Jones collection. 4K. Ooh, $58. I don't think so.
Okay, so wait, what? Okay, hold on. All right, so most dislike Crystal Skull. Well, Crystal Skull was a piece of shit too. And Rise of Skywalker. But Dial of Destiny doesn't bring the same negativity as those. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I just lost my day. Yes. What do you mean lost? You mean enhanced? You've just got an enhancement to
Oh,
the dining room.
and I'm getting a new table next week too.
Hot diggity.
I'm hoping I have enough room where I can keep that second chair here, and then CC Mental can come join me whenever she wants.
All along, I think I may have been misunderstanding the whole versus thing all along. Stu can say or think whatever he wants. Doesn't make him correct. Exactly. It doesn't mean that you can't like it. You can like what you like.
Like it.
Like it. Go ahead. Okay, wait a minute. FM had an incredible. Oh, hell yes, PJ, it did. But you know what? You know what's an even better soundtrack is the one I put together after I watched the credits and put all the songs on a two CD set. That's extra incredible. But you're right. The original one is great too. Studios get all set up. It's like, yes, sir. Followed by the cackle. We've been without cackle for, an eternity, it seems. It's been cackleless. You need to just record it so that we can just have it as a soundbite. It does. I've watched some of it on YouTube. It's good in reality. Worth a watch. Yes, because it's a good film.
FM. I don't think I've seen that.
It's got there's a link for it on my.
Is this some kind of a radio movie or?
It's Q Sky Radio. It's supposed to take place out in L.A. and it's a Martin Mull's in it and Cleavon Little and Eileen Brennan and what's her name? I can see her, and I can't say her name.
Eileen Brennan. She's dead, right?
Yes.
And she was in a lot of stuff, like in the 80s. She was all over the place.
Yes, she was. Yep. Oh, I saw her. She was on I think she was on Love Boat. I think I saw her on Love Boat. But this channel needs more. Yeah, okay, I get it. So when Lance asks something like Ginger versus Marianne, does that mean who would win in a fight or who you would rather? It's
up to you, Salvatore.
Salvatore, it just depends. It's kind of like Rise of Skywalker. I mean, you may look at it as a good film, but it's not. But somebody believes that it is, and somebody believes in it. So it's either whichever way you want to look at it. I just couldn't help it. One more poke the bear. Beep, beep, beep. Some shows, like the new Night Court, has laugh tracks. Go game, go. There you go. That would be us. No laugh tracks, just cackles. More cowbell, more cackle.
I got plenty of space for a chair right now.
That means there's cackle room.
Although I need to, before we do that, I need to change this desk out because this desk is crazy big and I need to clear it off. I got a bunch of crap on there.
Mine's the same way, Jeff. Ginger versus Marianne. I'll be happy with whoever wins the fight. So best of both worlds. That'd be a great one just to wrestle it out. Eileen Brennan got an Oscar first. For Private Benjamin.
Right. I do remember her getting hit by a car now.
Yep.
Oh man, that's terrible.
That was terrible. Aired last night. Yeah. They've been running lots of commercials for it. They've been running a bunch of they have
I need to watch. I missed the last couple episodes of the first season.
Cackle track.
I'm almost halfway through the final season of Frasier.
Season 11.
And I was just noticing last night we watched like 2 or 3 in a row that were really hilarious, and I'm thinking, my God, this show didn't dip in quality.
No,
I it all the way through.
Yeah, there was some. My only issue was that he was making some of the same mistakes still over all that time frame, and you're like, oh, good God! I mean, You know, unless that's just what he was, you know, he was so narcissistic he never could help
He's like in the
himself.
new. It was an episode last night that would pretty much sums up Frasier. He when it comes to himself, he's a mess.
Yes.
He can't do anything right. He's always wrong. But so it was an episode where he was in one of those situations. He doesn't know what to do for himself. He's a complete mess.
Mm-hmm.
But then he had, I think it was his dad and maybe Niles. He was sitting there listening to them. And he was giving them really great advice. I told my son, I was like, this just sums up Frasier perfectly. He's a really good guy to listen to help you with your problems, but he has no clue about himself.
Mm-mm. No. Which goes, you know, with all those situations where you're like, how are you going to help me? You're a freaking mess. You know, but
yeah.
Someone needs to stop gogamego.
I want.
Last night was episode 2, season 2 of Night Court. Oh, that was episode 2.
They had like a episode around Christmas, I think, like an early one. Do you understand why I rate it as one of the top 5 sitcoms on it? Yeah, it's solid, man. Top to start to finish. They even managed to handle the whole Daphne and Niles getting married, and it still was funny.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of shifted some stuff around. It's darn good.
You should do what I do. Nope, can't afford it.
It looks like Blake Snow needs a timeout.
I love when you say something just catches me off guard like that.
You know, Pete Frasier Crane, he is one of the most interesting sitcom characters of all time.
Yeah.
So how long was Cheers on? Was it 10 years or was it 11?
Wait, what?
Cheers, was it 10 seasons or 11?
I thought it was 10, but maybe
I thought Frasier outdid it by 1.
I think so. Yeah, that's what I was.
No, this says 11 seasons. Wow.
Okay, so it matched it then.
So
until now,
Frasier has been on for 22 seasons, 2 different sitcoms, plus the new one he had. So you could say, 23 seasons. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good point, Pete. I like that. That's something that I never thought about it that way. Same 5 characters and stars, start to finish. Nobody got replaced. No characters were gone. They didn't treat any of the characters like a dog, and they said they didn't work. Then get rid of them. Incredibly well-developed characters. Never jumped the shark. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did that during the pandemic in 2020. I rewatched Cheers, and I'm happy to say it was just as funny this time around as it was the first time around. I really liked it.
That's what I really like. I dig that when you're laughing at some of the same things. That's what I like about the movie Rockstar. There's times where I'm just still looking at that. I just die laughing.
What's the blindfold game? What guy?
Do you think that guy cheated at the blindfold game? I'm suspicious. I don't know.
Did you pick the name of your Intellivision bowling team?
Yeah.
Got a lot of good choices.
There are.
Steamy boyfriends.
That's great.
Ryan F is, I think it's your first comment of the night, and it's quite the zinger. So Ted McGinley was never in Frasier. Well put. He was there waiting, but they never needed him.
They never needed him. Well, now wait a minute. They did replace the dog, didn't they?
Yes, with Eddie's son.
Sorry to have brought that up.
Although Eddie was still alive, I believe. I think he was getting old.
Just getting too old. Yeah. PJ says going with Bowling Stones. That's great.
That was the name of the bowling team on Night Court.
Night Court. Oh, wow. I didn't see.
Oh,
I didn't
Squid
watch.
Games.
I never
Yes.
watched it.
I really like Squid Games. Is there a new one out yet?
I don't know.
I don't remember the blindfold thing though. I can't remember.
And then, did you watch where they played a game? They had the game show based on that.
No.
Oh yeah, Christine was watching. I never watched Squid Game. I wasn't interested. She was watching it. I just was like, it's not. I don't.
Yeah, Pete. Like the new bar and the new Frasier is called Mahoney's, which is Martin Crane's real name.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah.
Now, in the original Frasier, what's really cool is they've added a lot of characters through the years, but they weren't like permanent. Like Daphne's brother was there for like half a season, her mom has been there in several episodes, but they're not really permanent.
His agent was in and out.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool they do that.
BB.
It's a way to kind of keep things interesting without replacing anyone. Or I heard it got one. What does it do, JW? Does it add homebrews? Hopefully. So how do you do that? I guess you download it and wait, how do you do that? Because look at now, there's no connection, is there? I guess the USB-C connection.
They almost brought in Ted McGinley to replace Eddie.
Oh.
I'm captain of Steamy Boyfriend League. Oh man. Shoot. Simon annoyed the hell out of me. BB was funny and good throughout. Oh, Simon. Yeah. Mother was
her
a negative addition for me, but yeah.
Her mom, well, her brother, I mean. I like Simon and her
Lisa
brother. I think her mom's pretty funny too.
She was fired from that?
Wait a minute. Before the show started?
Yeah.
Was she Daphne? Who was she supposed to be?
Or yeah. Hi, kid. Where'd you go, kitty?
A mustache bracket.
Oh man,
that actually is pretty funny. Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
Best mustaches on TV.
Yeah.
Okay, it goes to the USB-C power cord, but you have to have all kind of apps to do it.
Oh wow.
All right. Oh, she was the pick for Roz. So did they do a pilot with her, and they just were like,
or just a screen test?
Yeah, CC Melton did not like Simon. Oh, I think he's funny. He's just so obnoxious.
Yeah. I probably feel the same way about him as I do like watching Christmas Vacation. It's just like, ugh, so annoying. Just get out. Just. And then they're like, well, okay, you can stay. Ugh. You're like, don't do that. Don't do that.
So wait a minute, when did Friends come out? Is that early 90s? Was this like the same time as Frasier?
Probably part of that time.
Yeah, Roz is pretty darn funny. I really like her. I'm glad she made an appearance in the new show.
It went from 94 to 2004.
And when was Frasier? 93? So getting fired from Frasier, even though it was a blockbuster, well, she was living.
It started the year before. That's what. So there's
Frasier started 1 year before Friends.
93 to 2004.
So she gets a job on a show that's going to last 11 years, gets fired. That sounds terrible. But then she gets on one of the biggest shows of its time. She was destined to have some good luck, wasn't she?
She was.
Oh, fired from Frasier. Don't worry. I got another job. Yeah, Martin is hilarious, and I mean, I think Niles might be my favorite character on the show.
He's definitely my favorite. Yeah, he's hilarious. Even though it was really it's really a pain in the ass to see him hating life for so long. Well, I shouldn't say that. It wasn't like he was hating life, but he was just being mistreated.
About 5 seasons in, we're watching, and Niles was doing something like, I don't know, like smelling Daphne's hair when she wasn't paying attention.
Yes.
Something. And I turned to CC Mental and I said, you know what? I think Niles likes Daphne.
Mm-hmm. That was a great scene, man. It's like, oh. I can totally relate. That's
wait a minute.
Wasn't really fired.
Lisa Kudrow was on Newhart?
She was on Newhart and Cheers.
And what did she do on Cheers? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, she is.
What is Roz's real name?
It's
Jane Lee.
Jane Lee
is Daphne.
Jane Levy. Daphne. Okay.
What is her name? Papa Pete's most anticipated homebrew is the IntelliVoice anthology. Oh, that's right. That's right. Pete, I remember. Well, I don't remember her as Daryl's wife, but I do remember her playing a role with Woody. There was some point where he was like on a ladder or something.
Perry Gilpin.
Yeah, Perry Gilpin. Yeah, that's right. Wow. So, and Lisa Kudrow made an appearance on Cheers. It's pretty cool when you see some actors like just one episode that'll be on like, Cheers and Seinfeld's. Like, geez.
Yeah.
We had some. There was the one guy. He was on The Office for a few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Was his name Martin, or was that his name in Seinfeld? I don't know. He did some episodes on both Seinfeld and The Office. I was like, geez, I don't see this guy in much, but he knocks it out of the park with his shows. Seinfeld and The Office, man.
Creepy Onion Rockin' reviews. My most anticipated homebrew right now is IntelliVoice Anthology.
Now, the way they are making up fixes to some of these, or updates to some of these old games, that should be really cool.
I have some of my father-in-law's homebrew ale from the 80s. Lisa Kudrow was one of the Daryl's wives. Oh, and she was in the episode of Cheers as an actress. Woody. Okay. There you go, buddy.
I got the enhanced edition. I'll be playing this at some point.
Oh, heck yeah.
On live stream.
Some dude was on a really long stream. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and wow. Godmothers of each other's kids. Lisa Kudrow helped Conan O'Brien for his audition for the Late Show. Bought his jacket and was in the audience for support. Oh my gosh. Winnie Cooper birthday tonight.
Winnie Cooper and Dabney Coleman. How about that?
Wild.
By the way, I think I'm going to stream Pinball M tomorrow night. Have you tried that out, Stuart?
No.
It's a new pinball game from Zen Studios, the guys who do, it's not called Zen Pinball anymore. What's it called?
I just was playing it last night because I bought
Pinball Effects.
Yes, Pinball Effects. Yeah.
So they got a new one, and it's like a self-contained thing. You download it, and you get one table for free, and I think there's 4 or 5 others
Really?
that you can buy, but it's all like horror based.
Really?
Horror based, yeah.
Is it okay?
So they're
Is it
also
on
like
sale?
scary. No, I checked. I didn't see any tables on sale.
Okay.
But I think what I'm gonna do is
So you
play.
just download the other thing for free, though. It's like a
Yeah, and it comes with one table, just like
one
Pitball
table.
Effects. But this is all like its own separate genre. Like it's just scary
Cool.
franchises. They're all based. All the tables are based on actual franchises.
Oh wow.
But what I think I'm gonna do. I think there's 5. One's free and there's 4. So I think what I'm gonna do tomorrow is I'll play the one. There's all kind of different things to do on it. It's not just the pinball table. There's different like achievements
Mm-hmm.
and little short games you can play. But I think I'll put the other 4 tables up for a vote, and I'll have chat decide, and I'll buy one of the other ones tomorrow night.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy it live on the show. That's crazy.
Woo-hoo! I just bought Charlie Brown Christmas.
Nice.
The table. It was on. I think it was on sale $5.50.
I just got this.
Oh, I bought that. I bought that for my daughter a few years back for $3.
This I can't remember. It wasn't very expensive, and it was not on. I don't think I could find it on 4K. I don't know if maybe Disney just nixed it. I have noticed with 4K movies, they come out, they're really expensive, and then they'll go cheap, and then they just disappear. Like they're just gone. It's like, so if there's something on 4K and you want it, you better grab it because those things are gone, and then they're crazy expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there'll ever be momentum in the TurboGrafx 16 homebrew scene.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I know there is a YouTuber. No, I can't think of his name. It starts with an S, like Samarutu or Samaru. I can't think of the guy's name, but he actually helped create a homebrew game for TurboGrafx, and they put it out on a turbo chip card or a Hue card. The problem with that is TurboGrafx is I don't know how easy it is to put a game on a Hue card. I mean, I don't know where you're getting them. I mean,
yeah,
that might be hard that way. Like, I mean, you make a TurboGrafx game for an emulator, sure, but yeah, I don't know if I ever see that taken off. That would be cool, though. I love those Hue cards.
Yeah, I know. They're sweet. But I was just like, is somebody still making those? I mean, I
don't know. This guy got one made. I don't know how he did it. Boy, is there any better gig for an actor than being a regular on the Hallmark Channel? It's like steady work.
Oh yeah, you ain't kidding. My sister-in-law was watching a bunch of those Hallmark movies while we were there. Hey, speaking of which, I just noticed It's a Wonderful Life. Do you have that on 4K?
No, I don't think so.
It's out there. I was just looking at the Santa Claus going, well, if I'm looking at the Santa Claus, I guess you could save a few bucks.
And I didn't get this after Christmas, because I couldn't watch the Santa Claus really because it's on Disney, I guess only now, Disney Plus or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
What is it? It says Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
But for the first one, it says the Santa Claus Anniversary Edition. I wonder what that means. What's new? What's new? Well, I addressed the Switch piracy device. Yeah, I saw that. And yeah, I don't know if that'll ever see the light of day. I imagine that Nintendo will. I don't know if they can stop it. I don't know.
They have the Hallmark Thomas Kincaid Norman Rockwell 8-movie Christmas DVD set. That just seems like something where my friend would look at me after I told her I just watched Xanadu on Blu-ray. She's like, why?
And JWD, this is I don't care for these devices when the system is still out. I mean, I emulate a ton of stuff, but I mean, you're talking Game Boy, NES, TurboGrafx, stuff that's been gone for decades. I'm not a big fan of this piracy thing when the system is still out there. Only 6 likes. What the heck? Nobody likes us.
Come on.
I feel like Eeyore. No one likes me.
No one likes me. Hey, look at this, Jeff. They have Rudolph. Did I tell you this? Rudolph, Frosty, and Santa Claus is coming to town, all on 4K.
Oh,
in
nice.
a box set.
Yeah, I need to slowly start grabbing the Christmas ones because I got the Blu-ray because I figured, well, I don't know how much difference there is between Blu-ray and the 4K, but
right,
man, I gotta tell you though, I was watching 4K. What were we watching the other day?
They are expensive though, dude. But somebody's got a used. Here's a used.
Oh, they're expensive. I try to wait. They usually seem to drop after a while. I try to get it. Got to kind of time it where it drops and before it disappears forever.
Whoa! Get it! Yeah, I don't know. They have the 3 Peanuts holiday shows on 4K. It's 20. It's $26.
Can anyone help JWD out? He's looking for a deal on paper towels.
Paper towels.
Wait,
I just go to Sam's.
Are you still in the same city, or did you move cities? Is that what we were watching? We watched Saturday Night Fever on 4K. I've never seen the movie before.
Yeah, I didn't watch it back in the day. I watched it the first time front to back on DVD years ago.
Man, I really liked it. I thought it was those scenes at the dinner table.
Oh man.
John Travolta was so good in that. I think he was like 23. How are you so good? That's amazing, isn't it? You're starring in a major movie, 23 years old.
Yeah.
And I noticed is one of the women he danced with.
Yeah.
It was right before he did his solo where the whole crowd just kind of parted like the Red Sea. That was Fran Drescher he was dancing with. He was dancing with her, and then they switched songs.
Really?
Switched songs to Bee Gees songs. Was it We Should Be Dancing? I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
And he just kind of leaves her. He just kind of leaves her there. But when he's dancing, that famous one, where he's doing the thing where he like drops to his knees and comes up, and he does one of these things. Well, if you look at it, Fran Drescher is like right behind him.
Oh wow!
In a green dress. I looked. I was like, oh my god, how old was Fran Drescher? I think she was like 20 or something.
Now she's like, I'm going to be president.
But that was in 77.
Cuphead type game out of it. No, that would be great. The hair. I spend hours.
Yeah, there was a line in here that line that's really kept laughing at. It was, I mean, just really raunchy, but I think that's what made it funny. It was just so raunchy. It's like, who says something like that? It was a John Travolta line. Yeah.
Well, you should come to my job sometimes. You hear everything.
Happy New Year. Wait, Miss So, is this your did you show up tonight?
No, not yet. This is
thought I saw you earlier. I guess not.
No. No. Stashnet, I think, may have mentioned her. But I hope the shopping went well, Miss So. She was going shopping.
So is the sequel Staying Alive any good?
Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. I'm not going to comment because I've never seen it. How about that for a
strange... So actually, on New Year's Eve we spent we were talking about Saturday Night Fever, and then we started going down the rabbit hole of John Travolta's career, and found out he was in Carrie.
Oh, that's right.
Which no one in our house where no one remembered him. So went on YouTube, found it,
Yeah.
and that was even earlier than Saturday Night Fever. It was I think he may have been like 20 then.
Yeah, because that's where imagine that. Staying Alive is poorly rated, like that's ever stopped you before, Stu.
Oh, Fran Drescher was in Hollywood Nights.
Yes, she was. She was one of the Iron Box twins. Killed his career until Look Who's Talking. Yeah, exactly. Good call, JW. Good call. That's
We're
about
talking
right.
about that too, about how
now he's Santa in a commercial.
Travolta disappeared for years, and then like Pulp Fiction,
yeah,
was a big breakout for him.
Yep.
He was still only in his 30s in Pulp Fiction. It's like,
yeah,
how do he had this like great career, and he missed several years, and then he comes back and he's still only like 35.
Hey, it's Scientology.
Yeah, that he started Scientology the same year he started Cotter.
Wow.
So he wasn't like a big star or anything.
No.
I'm not even sure how he found out about it. I mean, that's what are we talking about, 75? Cotter was really old. I think came out in 75.
Yeah.
So he was like 20 years old or something. So I don't know how he ran into that.
Now you got me wondering about the Welcome Back Cotter.
So I read, he said his father was Italian, his mother was Irish, but they grew up in an Irish neighborhood, I guess.
Okay.
So it's kind of funny because everyone thinks of him as Italian, but apparently growing up, his family was tilted more towards Irish than Italian. Yeah, Travolta was great in Pulp Fiction.
Let's see.
When did his wife die? She's been dead a few years, isn't it?
Kelly.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
Poor guy.
Yeah, it is. The Welcome Back Cotter series is expensive.
You know, when we were looking up John Travolta stuff, I also noticed he did a lot of talk shows. I guess maybe, Urban Cowboy. I remember seeing that in the theater for some reason.
Oh, wow. Really? No, I never.
Yeah.
I don't know that I ever watched that all the way through.
If I liked it or not, I can't remember.
I remember it being on cable, but I would. Yeah, that's right.
What was I talking about before Urban Cowboy? Oh yeah, Travolta's sister was Chachi's mom, wasn't she?
Yeah, that's right.
Go with Chachi.
Chachi.
What the heck was I talking about? Urban Cowboy just sent my brain.
Okay, so which do you think is more expensive? Barney Miller, Welcome Back Cotter, or Taxi? Complete series.
Oh,
which one do you think is the most expensive?
Taxi was probably had the least amount of seasons, and then I think Cotter, and then Barney Miller.
Okay.
So I'll go Barney Miller, Cotter, and then Taxi the least.
Okay. Well, you're right with Taxi, but Barney Miller is second cheapest, and then Cotter's the most expensive.
Wow.
It's not that you can't buy it used, but I mean, brand new, $70 for Cotter, $40 for Miller, and $30 for Taxi.
Taxi's the only show of that group that I'd want to see the whole show through. Barney Miller, like we were talking about, Frasier didn't dip. Barney Miller took a nosedive. What's interesting is like the energy is still there on Frasier. If you watch Barney Miller, like that first season is so great because you had Chano, who I think was gone after that, Wentworth, Alice.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
And there was so much energy in that show. By the end, I know the actors were probably 8, 9 years older than they were, but
right,
the show was just kind of dead. It was like there was no energy left in that show. They were just kind of sleepwalking through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't notice that at all in the Frasier.
Oh, Buck Rogers theatrical feature is $10. Battlestar Galactica: The Complete Epic Series is $19.
Who's John Rutsey?
John Rutsey? That's the original drummer for Rush.
Ah, that's why I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just started my my campaign today on the show for my friend Joe Kingsbury to, if they ever toured again, for having him as their drummer.
He watched Barney Miller all the way through during COVID. Good throughout. Wasn't as good, but still good, I guess, towards the end. Yeah, I watched that whole show. I still liked it. It's just Barney Miller at the end versus the first season. It's just night and day. It's so different. And then Pete making a confession that he watched all of Fish.
I mean, I enjoyed watching Fish. I remember when it was on. How many seasons was Fish?
I don't know, maybe 2.
Was it 2? I was going to say 3. I don't. Jane Lee Harrison was discovered as a cheerleader for the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, I should have stayed there.
Oh
man, she was bad at acting. I mean, really bad. God,
you want to see some bad acting from somebody who was doing fairly well when they were big? That's Molly Ringwald in The Stand. Oh my God. Woof.
What happened?
She was in The Stand, Molly Ringwald. And it just was, she was god awful. I have never met David Glenn Isley. Not met him. He was in he was the lead singer for Jafria, and then he was in a band after that called Dirty White Boy, I do believe.
Different Strokes is very hard to watch. It was hard to watch when it was airing originally.
I'm telling you what, I haven't finished Buck Rogers.
Well, I like this. Hard to watch. What you talking about, Pete? Jenny Lee Harrison's acting skill is not what got her noticed.
Is that I'm sorry if I have to ask this question, but is that Big Block's opening? No, okay, you were up there too. All right, I'm sorry. But that was brilliant. That's brilliant. What you talking about, Pete?
Yeah, that is a good that's a great line, Big Block. So why did they get rid of Jenny Lee Harrison on Three's Company? Was it because she was a bad actress, or do they have another reason?
I don't know. Johnny Edwards got the shit end of the stick with Foreigner. We should say that big treatment. Johnny Edwards. Wait a minute. Who's Johnny? Why am I not knowing who Johnny Edwards was? Forget season 2 of Buck Rogers, Stu. Oh, okay. I'm having a tough time getting through 1. Hey, there he is.
What's up?
There's our buddy.
Yeah. I want to watch show Picard, but everyone has told me the first 2 seasons are really rough, but season 3 is really good. I'm like, oh man, I gotta watch
the complete opposite of Mandalorian. Buck Rogers was great. Aaron Gray was one of my first crushes. Amen to that. Amen to that.
Gary Sinise, I think he's a really good actor. I like that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He was in Mission to Mars, which is I really like Mission to Mars.
Yeah, thank God she wasn't one of the main characters. I mean, obviously she was kind of a main character, but oof, man.
Oh, good question. Would you rather drink a Cheers or the Regal Beagle?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Jeff, did you run out of Amiibos?
Oh, what, the shorts?
Yeah.
No, I just stopped doing it. I started doing other shorts that are actually getting quite a bit of views. I still have a bunch of Amiibos I have not shown. They're all right here. To be honest, now I think I've kind of forgotten which ones I've shown and which ones I haven't. I could just show them again.
You
Who's gonna
could.
notice?
You could. Everybody else would be like, "Oh, I finally watched 3 more Star Trek at 6 a.m. this morning." I'd faded. I have to carry through 12 or 13 to go.
There's some stinkers towards the end.
I'll have to start. I'm watching right now. I'm watching The Lord of the Rings, and I'm getting ready to watch Return of the King. I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually keeping track of what's going on. I am one of those people who, when you start doing all the different cities and all the different places, and this one's going there, and that one's over there, and this one's going here, it loses me a lot of times. So I think I'd been lost in it for years, just going, boy, I just don't keep track of it. In season 2, they dressed up Erin Gray as a waitress in fast food restaurant. No more spandex. Oh, dear Lord. Why? Drink it, cheers. Unless you could guarantee that Chrissy Snow was going to come in and excitedly. Oh, wow. Run, Yasmin, run. Would you buy a Playdate Maxi if they came out with one?
I would if it had a backlight. The screen on the Playdate's interesting. It's kind of like one of those like a Nook or a Kindle, that type of graphics. So it looks great, but you do have to have light.
That's a Regal Beagle. You would stand a chance at hooking up with Lana.
Is Lana that like older lady that moved into the apartment complex?
Thank you. I was wondering who that was. Yes. Oh man.
Yeah, then you got to deal with Larry. God.
Cougar Town. Got to deal with Larry. Shut up, Larry.
Silicon Valley from Mike Judd. What's that? Is that an Apple TV thing?
I heard of it, but I haven't seen it. Christine's been rifling through Suits.
I was sitting on the new Frasier order to watch with Mama C and threw on season 1, episode 1, the original, one day in November. Now into season 9. That one just takes a hold of you. Great show.
Whoops.
Pete, I'm almost halfway through the final season. Yeah, I'm loving it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's on Max, the HBO thing.
Oh.
So did HBO buy Cinemax?
Wow, Cinemax.
It's just weird that they're using the name Max when their biggest rival was Cinemax, for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming maybe they built them.
Or kind of their way of pooping on them. You'd most likely run into Mrs. Roper if you were.
Another reason to go to Cheers.
That's another reason. Max and HBO.
The Regal Beagle looked boring. It really wasn't that exciting, was it?
Mm-mm.
I mean, right. Unless Chrissy's there, what's the point?
I don't know. I always thought Janet was pretty hot too.
Oh my God. HBO's owned Cinemax since 81.
Wow. Wow.
I think that was right around the time we got cable. So they've always owned them as far as I know. That's hilarious. I didn't know that. I thought they were rivals. It's hilarious.
Wait, what's HVM? Oh.
HVM. I don't know.
Unless that's what, I don't know. Bet you could get really smashed at Regal Beagle and not get thrown out. Especially if you're with Chrissy.
It might be fun to sit down and have a beer with Mr. Roper, though. He was always pretty good.
Where's the picture? You need to put the picture up when you say that.
Jeff took 3 years to watch the first 3 episodes, and then season 1 episode took a hold of him like wildfire. Oh, Tuggy.
Hey, Tug, what's up?
What's up, Tug?
Tug time.
Ooh, Tuggy.
Tug.
Tug.
He's like, what do you have for me to chew on?
I know. He's always eating something.
That
Aren't
boy
you,
is
Tuggy?
crazy.
What?
Miss So met Gil Gerard and Aaron Gray at the WizardCon in Chicago about 15 years ago. Yeah, Fan Expo. Yeah. Yeah. I played Fan Expo, 2 Well, I guess it was 2 years ago now. That's a typo. Large chance there was a huge misunderstanding brewing at the Regal Beagle of the British kind. HBO created Max. Oh, created Max in 81 to play mostly their black and white movie catalog. Interesting.
I don't remember black and white movies on Cinemax.
Definitely Janet. Skinemax. When I was a kid, HBO and Cinemax were the same company. Cinemax After Dark. What series do you guys have in mind to watch in 2024? Oh, that's a great question, Stashnet.
I don't watch a whole lot. I'm hoping Column from Accounts comes back in 2024. I don't know if they will, though. But I'm hoping. There's only 8 episodes. I thought there'd be 10. I was all excited because there was a show 2 a week. And after number 8, I was like, here we go. 2 more episodes. And there was nothing. I checked and they already ran out.
They got nothing.
It's an Australian one, so they do a few less.
Yeah. What series do you guys have in mind to watch in 2025? I don't know. I mean, I might make my way through Star Trek to catch up with you guys because I watched all the movies.
Yeah, I'll be watching a lot of Next Generation, and God, that probably will take all year because that was a long one.
I mean, that's my thing. I don't know if I'm interested in watching that. I'm interested in watching the original. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm going to finish in 2024? I got to finish Starsky and Hutch. That's what I haven't seen
that in a long time.
I've got seasons 3 and 4 over there. I've got all 4 of them, but seasons 3 and 4 over there are still sealed. One of Stanley's last appearances there. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You should have gone over to his house like Sheldon did.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
You should watch Venture Brothers. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard good things about that. I'm watching Reacher right now.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's based on the books. I've got a lot of them. I don't have all of them, but I have a lot of them. Yeah, they get the second season is out, so you can watch. They're based on the books. It's like the way they should do a lot of these book movies. They should just make it a series.
Pete, I find this comment a little disturbing, to be honest.
I'd also like to go to the Regal Beagle and join Mr. Furley in a scotch and root beer with a little swirl of whipped cream. That's unnerving. Early 80s, the FCC wouldn't even let any of the channels play R until 9 p.m. Movies were staggered start times back then. 7, 9, 11, 1. Wow. Next on tap for us, final season of Letterkenny. I'm also collecting Archer right now. I'm trying to collect that on DVD. I've already paid for some of the regular DVDs, so I'm not too worried about Blu-ray on that. Unless they were Blu-ray. I don't remember.
I've never seen Airwolf.
I've never watched Airwolf either. Wouldn't mind watching that again. Yeah. Early 2000s Battlestar Galactica. Yes, I own that. I own that. Loved Airwolf and the theme song. Yes. My brother loved that series and always told me to watch it. Does it stream anywhere? I think it does. I don't know. I'll have to find out. Airwolf streaming. Available on Tubi.
Tubi.
Tubi or not Tubi?
There's a lot of stuff on Tubi.
Now, wait a minute. It's also on Apple TV?
I'll have to check that out, Miss. So I've never. I remember hearing about it. I never saw it though.
What is that?
Whoops. Airwolf.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Battlestar. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know about Battlestar anywhere. I can look that up. Christine was mentioning she'd like to rewatch Firefly.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We own that. I mean, at one point we owned so many copies of that. I don't know what happened. It was like there was.
I like the movie too.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, except Wash dying. That was like
Ernest Borgnine was in Airwolf. All right, I like Ernest Borgnine.
Yep. What? No. No, I want to say something, but I know it's completely wrong. Battlestar Galactica. What am I looking at here?
Robin Williams' daughter Zelda is directing a movie called Lisa Frankenstein about a young woman who uses a faulty tanning bed to create the perfect love interest. Comes out on Valentine's Day, I think. Huh.
Oh, yeah, it's all. Yeah, it's got available to buy on Amazon, so I don't know if it's anywhere else. Battlestar Galactica, that is, from 2004. Is that right? Yeah.
Wait. Ernest Borgnine was married to Ethel Merman for 30 days?
30 days?
Was this a bet?
I was just going to say that. Bet you can't make it.
Everyone knew about Knight Rider, the A-Team, MacGyver, but Airwolf was the neglected. You know what? I haven't seen 1 second of any of these shows. I completely went right past them all.
Yeah, Knight Rider, I wasn't a fan. Oh, A-Team. I have the first season of A-Team over there. MacGyver, though, never watched it. Another one I never watched was Stargate. My brother's family loves that show.
Anyone else watch those videos of Ernest Borgnine driving his RV bus around the country? I've never even heard of that.
I haven't either.
That's awesome.
The marriage did not go well.
The new RPG Maker was canceled on launch day because they couldn't agree on terms with Unity. Oh, wow.
Huh.
That sucks.
The flashbacks. Commercial song for Battlestar Galactica Space Glow Putty.
I'm sorry, Miss So. I've never seen any of those.
We're not friends anymore. Talking to him, right? You're talking to him,
yeah,
not me.
I pretty much, when I was a kid, I pretty much just stuck to comedies, really.
I watched a lot of, like I say, I was a huge fan of Starsky and Hutch and all that stuff.
I didn't know Battlestar had a sequel.
Yeah, it was the one that came out. It was MacGyver, A-Team, Knight Rider. Yeah, I just all about the. I'm sorry, but I don't think about Ethel Merman's sex. Just not a. How about Quantum Leap?
I did not watch the show. I have seen some episodes, and I really liked the episodes I saw.
Okay, you might be on your
good
graces again.
That's on one of the streaming channels we have. I can't remember which one.
It is.
So I need to watch that.
Yeah.
The whole idea was great.
I bought it for $10 at the whole series, the original series. I bought for $10 at Walmart one day. I'm like, is this price right? A-Team movie was way better than thought. Yeah, I own it. Yeah. Yeah, Starsky and Hutch video game. Oh man, I used to have that. I think I let it go. I think I let it go. Maybe I still have it. I doubt it. I just didn't get it. You ever have one of those? You ever have those games, Jeff? You just don't get them. You're like,
yeah.
Okay, what? Okay, is this? I don't understand.
Here you go. Here's the happy couple. Ethel Merman and Ernest Borgnine. There you go.
Must have been
That's from PJ. He just sent that to me.
all about the sex.
Oh, that's right. Ethel Merman wasn't. She was an airplane. I forgot about that.
Wow.
You cannot take away my Gen X card. Have you gotten your copy of Mr. Dress Up's Tickle Trunk Treasures yet, Stu?
No.
Is that movie available to purchase?
I don't know, but it was it's a great film. So it's very well put together, very informative, very, very good.
There's nothing like seeing the Tickle Trunk in 4K.
I feel my life is complete.
The old Tickle Trunk.
I felt empty inside, and then I saw the Tickle Trunk.
So is that?
4K.
Wait a minute. What is that? Is that Mr. Dress Up: The Magic of Make Believe? Is that the new one?
You mean the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, there it is. 2023.
Yeah. Have the tissues ready, man. That's all I can say. At least I needed them.
Oh, this is included with Prime. I can watch this right now.
Yes, you can. That's how I did it. I'm constructing my own Tickle Trunk as we speak.
Wait, who said that?
I'm not. That's me. I just said that. Wait, who said that? No, that was me.
Everybody
He had a
knows
couple
Google.
of trunks, I think, right? Is that right, Pete? Was there? When you watch the movie, it'll tell you about it. But I think the first one he built or something like that, right? So
I'm Googling. Oh. I think I know what you're talking about there, PJ. I'm not even going to bring it up. People can go see for themselves. The documentary is excellent. I got to watch that.
yeah, you do. We're still talking about Dress Up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone see Godzilla -1? No, you know, we went to go see it this weekend, and it wasn't on the big screen anymore anywhere near us. And I was like, how the heck with it?
Yeah.
That's one. You know, I'll get the 4K on that one when it comes out because I didn't spend any money on it at the theater, and I want to get it anyway.
Yeah. Good point.
No, not a boomer.
I am.
Hit the likes.
I am the boomer. Last year. Yeah.
Everything I've heard is that this Godzilla -1 is tremendous. So
yeah, but my question is: has anybody watched the Godzilla Monarch series?
I saw the first episode.
Okay,
but I don't have. It was free on Apple TV Plus, and then I don't have a subscription, so
okay,
I couldn't watch the rest. But I liked it. I wanted to see more.
Yeah, I've been thinking about watching it just because it's got Kurt Russell in it.
Is it over?
I don't know. Heard Monarch was pretty good. I'm trying to decide what it was that we need shirts with a Tickle Trunk. Yeah, Pete, I can't believe we don't have a Tickle Trunk shirt out on your.
Maybe Slappy can make a Tickle Trunk shirt.
Oh God, yeah, he'd kill it
with Pete popping out of it.
Popping out. They could do those old 50s ones.
Oh man,
that'd be great. It was. I just I'm eager to know when you see that, Jeff. Let me know. It's so good.
Now that you say it's a tearjerker, I don't know if I want to watch it.
In a good way, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
hey,
right.
I mentioned this on the show earlier. Just if you just want a kick-ass, as I call it, kind of a kick-ass, fuck all kind of soundtrack for yourself that's new, get that Midnight Devils. Never beg for it. It's just really good. It's a lot of fun, and it ends with their cover of "Working for the Weekend." There you go. That's what I'm talking about right there. So yeah, check that out. Their first album's really good. Something Bigger, it's really good too. But you know, as far as what's new and what's happening, it's even available on cassette.
You know what's happening, Stuart? Verb. That is what's happening.
That is what's happening.
I'm really enjoying this chair. I've been rocking in it all night.
You know, I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers yesterday, and he's got this thing where he rocks back and forth when he's doing his, and I'm like, how's he do that? I mean, I'm just like sitting still, but he's got this thing where he's like doing this almost the whole time. I'm like, damn, that's pretty good. Are there any Mr. Roper shit? Not yet. I guess we might have to do that. Surprised that.
Me too.
What did Santa Jeff leave on Stu's porch?
I told Stuart not to show anything because Pete and Lance are getting something very similar. JD already got his. I don't know how he got his so early. It's very strange.
I just don't know how you're going to get a bag of flaming poo all the way up to Pete. That's all I want to know.
I'll have to ask his neighbor to set it back on fire.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. Don't worry about it. He's already got a copy of Rise of Skywalker. So. Hey-yo! Pachoo! Hey-yo. One more. Just had to get one more in before we had it gone.
Charles Nelson Riley does need a Funko Pop. I can't believe he doesn't have one.
You just buy the one that Jeff and I were talking about the other day. It looks just like Charles Nelson Riley. Who was that, Jeff? Who was the one that we thought looked like Charles Nelson Riley? What was that?
I can't remember, but it didn't look like the person it was supposed to be. It looked like Charles Nelson Riley.
It did. I was looking through. I'm like, you're absolutely right. Yeah. So just buy that one, and then just, you know, we can make you a little label to put over the top of it. I know. That's why I can smell something bad down here. It's offensive. It's over there.
Yes, it's always Charles Nelson Riley time, Big Block. I agree. Yes. Oh, that's right, Lance. Those were all fantasy Funko Pops. They didn't really exist, but it was a Ralph Furley.
That's what it was, right?
Which, you know, they kind of did have the same getup.
Yeah, but still, facially it looked more like Charles Nelson Riley. Miss So, I watched the first season of Foundation. I heard great things about season 2, but haven't checked it out yet. And VCS game sales are still going. I got both Van Halen 1 and 1984 Funkos. Wait, what?
Tuggy.
And is there a Ted McGinley Funko Pop?
If there was, Funko would be going out of business.
It comes with a shark.
Are they going out of business? I thought I heard like some kind of bad financials from them or something.
Well, I mean, personally, I think they just went too far. There's just too many, just too many. You know,
Tuggy.
I don't get it.
Tug, why did they leave you in here? You're just chewing on stuff.
That's crazy.
Tuggy.
I have to look this up. I got both Van Halen 1 and 84 Funkos. I didn't know they made another one for Van Halen 1. Thanks, everybody out there. Thank you so much. A happy new year again from both of us. And Tug. Tug's going
to stop eating stuff, Tug. He'll eat this chair before next week.
What brand of cigs was Angel Baby smoking on 1984?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Lucky Strikes. I have a huge poster. It's right there.
How many Funko Pops do I own? I don't own many. I've got 2 Devo ones. I got a bunch of Speed Racer ones, though.
They need to have a Steamy Boyfriends version of Funko Pop. We love having you. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad your shopping went well. Pretty good YouTube video from Carpetbagger.
Carpetbagger.
Okay, Funko Pop. And then how many? I mean, I don't know. I'll have a count for you next week.
Oh, I'm sure I got less than 10, but I mean, like I said, I think half of them are Speed Racer.
Probably. There you go.
I probably got about 10, I guess. So I never really got into them. I just bought a handful that I really liked, and that was it.
Well, my tough thing was that there's certain series that I wanted to get certain ones. You know, like I have multiple Thors. Iron Maiden had all the different Eddies, so I got those. You know, some of them I just picked up on a whim, like a Black Panther and oh shit, now I can't say his name, from the Fantastic Four, and Annihilus. I had to get one of I found that at Walgreens. I don't know. And then all 4 Kiss members, the 2 Devos, you know. And some of them were real cheap, like Frank Zappa was cheap. So was John Lennon. So, you know, I don't know. I had to get a Weird Al. I wish I could get the Garth. If anybody finds a good price on Garth, let me know. Because I have Wayne, but Garth was so much more expensive. It was crazy. So thank you, JD. No, I don't. No, I don't. Big Block, I have 0. Yeah, Pete, I probably got about 25, maybe a little more. Because again, speaking of deals, that's when I bumped into the 2 of the Police band members for $5 a piece at Walmart. So I came home and ordered Sting. So it is a slippery slope. That is for sure. Oh, the Kiss Potato Heads. Very nice. Yeah. See my my Kiss ones, and I'll do this and we can go. My Kiss ones are up there.
Oh, wow.
With my Kiss comic book.
Very cool.
And my autographed Micronauts stuff.
I love Micronauts.
Yeah. Such a great.
It is
great
a slippery
comic.
slope. Those Funko Pops.
Weird Al. I always look for Weird Al Funkos. I'll watch for Garth too. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So, do you have the McNugget buddies? No.
Just got one tonight.
Not me.
Got one.
Uno. You got the Sam and Diane. I bought those for my friend Lucy last year. I think I got those for her. Captain Kirk. I got the Kirk, Mr. Rogers. They don't have a Mr. Dress Up though. So, all right, guys,
we better go. Tug is getting into something here. He's trapped in the room. And Tug, what are you chewing on? It's driving me crazy.
How do you get him to stop doing that? What's the training for that? I wonder.
I usually just pick him up and put him in his crate.
Well, yeah, but he still chews on stuff. How do you get him to stop? I mean, they used to do that. The pepper. They used to say
we put that stuff on. It didn't do anything. He just got used to it.
He's like, yummy.
It was worth it to him to chew through the bad stuff to get to whatever he wanted to eat.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. We were taking off.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Always a pleasure to be here. Always a pleasure to hear from you guys.
Doug. Say goodbye, Doug.
We'll see what we do next week. And Jeff, pinball tomorrow.
Doing Pinball M. It's just came out on Switch, and then I'll do a poll where people can vote on which other table they want me to pick up, because there's 5 total, so I'll be playing 2 tables tomorrow.
Ooh, 2. I gotta go figure that out now. I gotta go download that.
Yeah, the first table's free, as always.
Love it. All right, guys.
We'll see you later.
See you.
See ya.